we are, guys. PM Farming here. We have precision farming in game now. So, kind of want to look into what it all entails and whatnot. I think you got to do soil samples like you did in the last game. I'm not 100% sure yet, as I haven't really looked at it at all. I've just kind of read the description briefly online. Yeah, here we are starting on Elm Creek because I don't think the mod maps, any of them, have availability for precision farming on them yet. I tried to upload my one game on No Man's Land there and didn't get it to load it, and went to 85% and sat there for like 5 minutes, and I finally closed the game, forced it closed, and yeah, so first off, I think we're gonna have to precision farming. Okay, so there's our soil sampling unit. This is crop sensor that you can use on your sprayers, I'm guessing. So first off, I think we're gonna buy a couple fields here. I think we'll go with this big one, or yeah, we'll go this one right in front of the shop there. That one's easy. We'll buy it. The expected yield potential 110%. That one's only 9. Yeah, so you already get 100% on that one. This one's 97, 106, 90, 92. Yeah, there's no silt clay. It's all loam, sandy loam, and loam. Okay. This one's got a lot of loam, sandy loam, loamy sand, and silt clay. Okay. Well, we'll buy this one. Need a tractor, of course. Yeah, we'll just get a small tractor here. Wonder if the electric one can handle it. Hop in that right away. But we didn't buy the, thought I bought this. There we go. Yeah, perfect tractor for this. So, I don't want to wreck the crop, but unfold. Take soil sample. Okay, so yeah, it's just like the other one. So to get it in all the... Get one from here, and we'll drive over here. Get another sample. Try to get it for the whole field here. Yeah, this is not my save game, so I don't care too much about wrecking the crop a little bit. Not a big deal. But yeah, we'll get for the most part, all of this field. Give us a good idea of how this works. This seems just the same as FS19. This part, there's supposed to be a bunch of new stuff, so even you don't want to use the plow every time now. I always used it because of the weeds. You don't have weeds grow. And I guess now I'd have to use it as only when it needs plowing. Another one here. Yeah, it fills up all these little containers in the bottom. The 3 containers, and then it empties them by the looks of it. Yeah, it's your environmental rating is going to be a lot worse now. So yeah, there's that soil's picked up. Now when we get a new one, it'll start a new one right here. Yeah, yeah, it wrecks your environmental, or not wrecks your environmental rating, but lowers your environmental score on your field, or that field. I'm not sure how that works exactly. I'll get another one up here. Get this area. That'll be good. So now, where do we take the samples? Why? Send soil samples for analysis. The soil samples are now sent to the laboratory for analysis. You will see the results on the soil types map soon. Okay. So let's go on the soil types map. That's this one. I believe there's no other ones. I have to say I didn't download any other mods really. Or I haven't downloaded, but I don't have them installed for this map. So there we go. Environmental score is 57. So the gray is loam and the sandy loam is the green. Okay. Soil samples 12. That cost $1,200. So okay. So I think what I'm gonna do, you get a combine here, and I'll get it combined. Go for a nice big one here, and then I will, I don't know, plow it or cultivate it, but I'm gonna get it done and see what the value changes to. So right now we have a score of 56. So after I combine, I'll see if it changes. Then after I cultivate it, I think I'll just cultivate. So yeah, expected yield. It's ready to harvest. Yeah, so it doesn't need plowing according to that. So get myself a combine here. Go for a nice big one. Yeah, there we go. Nice big wide header. Not sure what the difference is between those, but I'll go for this one. Same price. So there we go. I'll get a combine and I'll see you guys when I'm done combining or done cultivating. It doesn't change at all. We've just finished up combining. So as you can see on the map in the lower corner there, I expand it, you can see yield for the field. It comes up on the mini map. Now I'm off of there, but yeah, when you're on that field, it shows you the yield you produced for that field as you're harvesting it. It only shows this in the harvester, I'm pretty sure. I'll check when I hop in this little tractor here. We'll get this unloaded into here first. But yeah, I also, on the other end, you can see there's that green shed over there. That is the base station, the RDK base station. If you download that, or not download that, but if you put it down on your map, you'll find it here in the, we'll go into their instruction, sheds, at the end of the sheds, RTK base station. So you have this one, or you have this little one here as well. Ooh, you're getting, that's a little weird. Only on that little shed am I getting that, but yeah. You put those down, and it provides vehicle with better GPS signal. This helps AI workers to drive more precise and do their work faster, and it'll do the work up to 11% faster. So I put the larger one down. Go show it over here. I'll drive over there and park this. Yeah, it's supposed to be 11% faster that your workers, your AI workers, will work. So I know there was mods that came out later on with FS19. Didn't need to unhook that, I guess. That just basically had this little tower. In the end, it wasn't attached to a building or anything. So well, look at that. You can open the gate, so you can park in here too. That's nice, at least. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I am going to unload this. Where's the closest station I can unload it at? I think I can unload it right over here. We'll just unhook. I'm going to buy a bigger tractor, so we'll get this out of the way. And I want to show you the difference in that too. So this, the Isaria Pro Compact. The Isaria Pro Compact detects real-time the real nitrogen demand of your crops while driving with this sensor over your field. You'll get more precise information of the nitrogen that is required. With this information, the fertilization will be more accurate and result in higher yield. Compared to the Isaria Proactive, this sensor can only be used at daytime. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the Isaria Pro Compact or Active. So that's this one right there. That one can be used at nighttime, I guess. Oh, you can add weights onto it. Okay. Standard. That's kind of cool. So yeah, it just attaches a 3-point in the front. So, and then that senses so that when you're going over with this or with that, if you're using that, if you're using a slurry or anything like that, but we're going to buy one of these. So narrow tires. Yep. See and spray. So with this weed spot spraying, with this configuration, each nozzle of the sprayer will only turn on while there are actual weeds below the nozzle. With that, you may use 90% less herbicide, reducing the costs and protecting the environment, which is $40,000. So it's quite expensive, but you can save 90%. So that takes, it's going to take a while to pay itself back, but you're going to use a hell of a lot less herbicide. So we're going to buy one of those. Purchase it for $92. Yes. Okay, I think we'll get this just to give it a demonstration. So just standard, I think I'll go for. So we won't do that because we bought the Proactive already. So 356, buy that. So here we have pH value is okay, 6. Here it's bad. So I think we're going to lime the field because that's the pH value. So what's the nitrogen reference value? Doesn't change anything on there. Maybe it's because I don't have the fertilizer spreader or the sprayer hooked up. There we go. This will just spread whatever. It won't. No values detected. Okay, so you can detect the values with this as well. So we'll get it filled up here and go and start spreading it and see if it works with this on there. That's what the sensor's for, or if that matters at all. We'll get this pass done. Fire worker. Yeah, it does unfold it. I didn't quite get right to the edge there, so that's alright. Okay, so it uses it even when you're spreading lime. That's kind of neat. So I'll go back over here and just put a little bit here. Now it's showing up as green, which is good. Only spreads it where you need it, so you can leave it on. That's actually kind of nice. But yeah, you can see it live updated in the mini map as you're going. So yeah, this only sprays it. So you could actually do this manually and overlap and it wouldn't matter, I guess. I'm thinking, well, that's... So now it's adding more. So we'll shut them off here. Get a headland pass done over here. See, I didn't get it right to the edge over on the other side there, but it wouldn't spread anymore because it said pH value was okay right to the edge of the field even. So see if it does the same here. Leaves that little strip. Okay. Interesting. We'll get over a little bit more. There we go. It does actually spread it there. So yeah, it's kind of odd. Oh, it doesn't spread it there though. I wonder if that's because we don't have information available for that section. That way it doesn't spread at that little spot there. As it does here just because you're already going over it, I think. So here we are, guys. We're back. Our guy was just about done mulching over there. And what I didn't realize, let's go back to this menu. Precision farming. So in the bottom there, you can right here, purchase soil information. So we'll click on ours. So you don't have to go around with your soil sampler. You can do it this way. So purchase soil information. So it's going to take 29 samples, which is $2,900. And then service provider cost is $2,175 for a total of $5,075. So you don't have to buy the soil sampler. That's different from FS19. You can get them to do it for you. So I'm going to do that on this map. So it looks like, yeah, our guys should be done mulching there. And I don't think mulching does anything for the economic analysis anyways. So purchase it. So now we get the full picture. We have the soil types, the pH value. So there's a few spots that you should probably go and put some lime under. So maybe I'll go and do that before I move on to the nitrogen value. So this is 0, basically. 0 and 20 is where we're at. I think that's about where we're at. So this is cool here too, economic analysis. So it tells you how much you spent on soil samples, how much you put lime, how much lime you put down, I should say, and the cost of that. So mineral I can't talk, sorry. Mineral fertilizer, so we haven't done any of the fertilizers. So slurry, I hired a worker for a second there. So I've used 2 liters. So I think minus 84%. I'm not sure what the percentage is, but yeah, here's fuel cost because I had biofuel and all that on for a bit there. But it's shut off now, so vehicle maintenance, that goes up as you're sitting in vehicles. So maybe the fuel does too. I'm not too sure. Well, it tells you how much you spent on the AI workers. That's kind of handy, actually. That's really nice. And our yield, we had $13,312 yield, I guess. I guess that's if I sell it right now. I'm guessing. I haven't sold it yet, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to back this guy up. I filled it with slurry just to give you a demonstration of the slurry spreader. So if you go into the buy mode, I'll go down to slurry. Where is it down? I was on it. So you might have it on manure spreaders too. I'm not sure. No, you do not. Okay. So slurry spreaders. Go down to the end here. This is the one that I bought, the one that comes with the pack. So you go down to John Deere manure sensing. Yes, the John Deere manure sensing will detect the nitrogen in your manure, as the nitrogen in the manure is never homogen. Yeah, that word. I'm not even going to attempt that today. It's not going to come out right. So, but yeah, it's never the same. Basically, what it's saying. This sensor guarantees the application of the same nitrogen amount all over the field. So, yeah, different parts of your manure will have little pockets of different amounts of nitrogen in it. So, as you'd guess, like, yeah, you don't, every time cow pees or poops, or you're going to have different amounts of nitrogen in all that. So, this will sense that. It is on any of them. So yeah, you can add it to any of the in-game manure spreaders. This one too, see? You can add it on there. So the difference with that is the sprayers, you don't get to add that onto. You only get it added onto the John Deere sprayer or the See and Spray for the weed spot spraying. You cannot add it on to any other ones. So that's quite interesting. Now the other thing is, I know initially they were saying that you should be using, you'll get docked if you're not using the, where are they? The weeders? I have never used them. Weeders, there they are. So you should use the weeder if you can. But now that it's come out, I haven't seen anything on precision farming that's saying that. So you might not get docked for using this herbicide, but you will get a better score for using the See and Spray. So then using just a regular fertilizer spreader, for instance, that doesn't have the See and Spray, because you're going to be using less. So your environmental score is going to be much better. So we'll get over here. We'll go park this. And I will do another bit of lime spreading here. And then I will get on to the manure spreader. Let's see if it spreads anything else now. Now that we have the whole field, yeah, it is spreading in certain spots. Good to see. We'll get this little spot here, I'm guessing. We'll just run into that a little bit. So, get turned here. Don't think you can hire a worker to do it. Oh, maybe you can. Okay. So yeah, he's not spreading anything right now when you hire the worker. So on this tractor, I have the one that comes with the tractor. I'll just show you that quick. So, I believe I have this one, but yeah, the Isaria Pro Compact, I have added that onto this tractor, so it can only see during the daytime is the deal with that. So here we'll get turned and get this little spot here. So that is done. We can shut it off now. So yeah, obviously it spreads the whole width of what it actually, your spreader spreads, but it is handy. So he's out of the way. We get this guy hired. No field found, so you have to get right up to it. There we go. He's dropping it. We'll get the end done here, and then we'll cultivate it after. This is just going to get the first layer. Excuse me. Applying certain amount depending on your soil yield potential. Sandy loam. Okay, so we got that done. There's a couple little kind of dots in there that it misses for some odd reason or another. I'm not sure what's going on there. Got something poking out the front there for some reason. 84%. So I can change the amount I want. Change nitrogen reference value. Doesn't change anything though. I'm not sure what that's all about. We'll get them lined up here so we're not wasting too much on the edges. There we go. So, deactivate or activate. Okay. So hire worker again. There we go. We'll get this all done with this one. Then we'll get it all cultivated, planted. And then for the next application of our nitrogen or our fertilizer, I'm going to use the liquid fertilizer, not the digestate or anything like that. So there we go. Last little bit done. So yeah, I want to see what it gets. So pH value is perfect. Okay. So I go look at this. Still perfect pH value. Nitrogen 105 kilograms per hectare. That's all the way across here. So we've got canola selected there. Now we have variable seed rate. So we've had that set to auto. We'll get the 2 headland passes done. We'll kind of wait till he's done cultivating, of course, but see you when I'm done the cultivating and getting it seeded. So here we are. We can see the variable seed rate. So it's at 52 seeds per meter squared. So as we get into different areas, different soil types, it'll use different amounts of seed. So up here, it should switch again. So yeah, here we're using 52 seeds per meter squared. So just up ahead here, we're going to change, see, you're going down 47, 44, 42, 39, 37, 35, because we've changed soil types in this field in different areas. So we're using less seeds. That's what the variable seed rate does. So that's kind of nice. When we get into the other soil, it's got the 3 little dots there on the bottom telling you right now we're using a low amount of seeds per meter squared. And when we're in the other soil, it's a medium amount. So when you go into this map, it tells you seed rate, low, so then you'd have high in different soil types. We don't have any land with soil type that's high seed rate. But yeah, that's quite nice. You're only using little amount of seed as possible. And the variable seed rate automatic set. So I can see the advantage to not having this on the front and having it just directly mounted to the tractor, though. There's been a few times where I forget it's there, kinda, and driving along, and so when I hooked up the seeder over there, I ended up hitting our sprayer with it, backing up, trying to get all the seed in. So yeah, there's an advantage to it, being on the tractor compared to this. And if you only work during the day, it's not a big deal. So like this one, we'll zoom in here. It's these little, right on the mirror there, and right on the handrail, those little white spots. That's what the sensors are on this tractor. And yeah, it's not in the way at all. You can't get in on the front of this tractor. So, but the other advantage is you can put that on the other tractor. You can put that on you can switch it around to any tractors. You don't have to only leave it on one tractor. So there is advantages and disadvantages to each. The other one is a little bit more expensive than adding these ones. So I'm going to get this guy over there, get him set up to spread fertilizer. Spread them out. Then I'll fill them up with fertilizer, and when we're done seeding here, I'm going to see if it'll add any more fertilizer. Get them lined up here. There we go. And we'll fill it with fertilizer. Fill vehicle liquid fertilizer. There we go. So I'm going to hire a worker, see if he does spread. So yeah, he does start spreading it, so that's good to know. So now you can see on the map, we're in the green there. Okay, 200 kilograms per hectare is what we're aiming for. So this is 195, 180 to 195 is what we want. So yeah, I just wanted to pop in here, show you guys the application rate is 269 liters per hectare, 256. It changes quite a bit here. And yeah, so then kind of gives you an idea, and it's going to put it up to automatically up to where you need it. So the optimum value for canola on sandy loam, it's saying, so it needs to add 192, 294 liters per hectare. And then once it gets down here, it'll change from sandy loam to whatever loam it is, I think. Yeah, loam, there we go. So now it's adding the right amount to that to bring it up to 200 kg per hectare. So that is perfect. It works amazing. So as you can see, there's different soil types require a different amount of nitrogen per hectare. So in this map, you can see this area here. That's the 180 by the looks of it, and then 200 for the sandy loam area. So it's quite interesting, I think. I don't know where this guy's going now, but we're going to get him turned around here. We're going to get him set up. Fill vehicle with herbicide. So when the weeds pop up, we'll use Just a quick little update here. I thought I would try it because they're saying different amounts of nitrogen per hectare there. And I try to add some more fertilizer, so slurry, or digestate in this case. But yeah, it does bring it up to the full amount. So if I hop out here, now it's telling me that I have expected yield of 100% on this one, of 99% still. That's a little weird, but yeah, up here it's telling me 100%, 25%. So we'll get this all fertilized up again. And that should bring it all up to, at least when some resets or figures it out or whatever, to 125%. We'll get it all rolled, all fertilized here, and see you guys when we're done. So yeah, here we are, guys. We got some weeds now, so we'll be able to see how this works. I sped up time here, so there we go. It stopped raining, so I can slow it down again. There we go. So yeah, now we can be able to see how this works. So we'll hire a worker here. And there you can see it's only spraying just a few spots where there's weeds. It's very little usage. So here it's going to spray quite a bit. You can see it. It's a pretty good view there, but yeah, quite cool. I could use this in my garlic. Only spray the weeds, because yeah, you could use Roundup or something then. It wouldn't kill the garlic. It'd only spray the weeds. But yeah, then I wouldn't be organic, I guess, but oh well. But yeah, this is really cool. I like the concept of it. There's a really good view, actually. You can see it much better this way. Yeah, it's only activating on top of the weeds. So right now, we have 92% expected yield. Once he goes over it, still says 92. That's a little odd. I'm not sure why that is. 99 over there, but 92. Well, we'll get this guy straightened out. We'll go finish up the spraying of the weeds. Didn't get this end that well, but that's okay. Yeah, I guess you could just leave this on now. You don't even have to shut it off when you turn around or anything, which is kind of nice in and of itself. You can overlap all you want. Does not matter. So I'm wondering if I got too much nitrogen in these, because it's 220 out of 180 is what it says. If that's why I'm not getting the full coverage of it, or the yield potential, I should say. So here we are. We've got a next stage of growth here. We're in March. We're at 92%. So I'm wondering, because we had it at 99% before the weeds started to grow. I'm wondering if because the weeds started to grow with it and you didn't nab them before they started to grow with the weeder, I'm wondering if that's where you get a knock on your expected yield. Not too sure. But yeah, yield potential 100%, but we're only going to get 92 here. It dropped 2. So yield potential 125%, and we're only going to get 116%. So you get different yield potential with different soil types, which is kind of cool. But yeah, if you got to get in the weeds, you get knocked for having the weeds grow in your field at all, that's actually really nice. Very realistic. I think I mentioned in a previous video that something that I really would like to have in the game, because in real life, that's exactly how it works. Anytime you have weeds growth, it's going to stunt the growth of your crop. So if you can nab the weeds all the time, and even though we've sprayed here, a lot of times in real life, like we spray and it works, but then later on, before you harvest, on like say you have 6 stages of growth or something like that, say on the 5th stage, you have weeds grow again. You have to go out and spray again. So that would be kind of cool to have in here. but we shall see. We'll fast forward till there's either weeds again, maybe they're right and they put that in, or when it's ready to harvest, and we'll see what kind of harvest we get. And just for reference, I'm going to go down here. So we are at an environmental score of 64 now, so it has gone up quite a bit. So yeah, that's perfect. So yeah, just a quick one here. We are in the final growth stage. There is no weeds in here. So we can look on the map here. And yeah, you can see there's no weeds. All the brown, the dark brown there is all the weeds I've killed that were in the field. So this is very nice. So here we are, we're ready to harvest. We're going to go and harvest and see what the map says as we harvest. Hop in here. So there we go. We can see the map is updating there on our yield. We go down to here. We go to precision farming and yield. So we're getting right around 95%. A few spots we're getting close to 100 there. And then up here we should get over 100 into the 115 and stuff through this area where our loamy soil is. So that's quite interesting. I really like that about this. So there we are, guys. We just finishing up here. Full harvest after using all the instruments here in precision farming. So I'll get this unloaded, pipe out, and I'll show you all the details on that screen again. So as you can see, yield, and that big stripe with the loam in the middle there, we got the best yield out of there. It's one little spot that's just into the orange there a little bit, so that's like 80%, I believe, right there. So the rest is all pretty good in here, around 115, 120%. Then over here, we're probably averaging around 95, 90, 95, somewhere in there. So that's pretty good. Big up. So here, soil samples taken, 41. We spent $6,275 on the soil samples. Remember, I did that twice. It is going to cost a little less when you do it yourself because, one, you got to hire them to do it. Two, you can do a few less samples and get the whole field than they do. So there's that. We spent $3,182 on the lime that was laid down. Spent liquid fertilizer. We spent $832 on the one pass we did over the whole field. So we ended up doing 3 passes total. We still only needed 2 passes. So you got to remember that when it was 180 for the nitrogen, we're at 180 kilos per hectare in these areas. Is all we needed. So when I put that last down, it did put some more down and it bumped it up, but we didn't need that. It actually lowered our outcome. So, and then where are we? Seeds. Slurry, we would have spent money on that technically, but we didn't. Or technically you don't for slurry because you don't pay for it. But yeah, gives you an idea how much you use, 73,000 liters basically. We used 392 liters of seeds for $353. Herbicide, we used 160 liters of herbicide, not much at all, that's for sure. So $192. Fuel keeps going up right now because I'm sitting here with the vehicle running. Vehicle maintenance is going up too, but $12.31 is what you would spend. That's if you get it repaired. So it says yield. So show value since reset. So 21,361. I reset it before, kind of in the middle here, but that's before our yield anyways. So 21,361. I'm going to go take this in. I'm going to see if that's actually how much we're going to get from it right now. So 88% full. I'm just going to take it here because it's the closest place. Might have a little bit better deal somewhere else. But for now, so canola will dump it out. So let's remember that one number, 21,361. Let's see if we get close to that within margin. And we're empty. 31,277 is what we actually got. And we got an environmental score reward. Okay, so you get a reward with your environmental score. We got $1,500 almost for an environmental score reward. So right now our environmental score is 65. That's actually doing pretty good. So we might have gone a little bit higher if we would have done the weeds without the sprayer. Be interesting to see if there's a difference there. Yeah, there we go. That is your guys's kind of in-depth look at precision farming. Not too in-depth yet, but I will get some more out there once I figure more out. I think I'm going to go on no man's land next, and I'm going to create a massive field and kind of do a thing on there and see how that works. So then you'll get all the different soil types, and hopefully I can get that out before the end of the week. I thought I don't have fast enough internet to get it out as fast as all those other guys. So this morning, while I'm doing this, some of those other YouTubers have precision farming stuff out yet, even before I got on my computer, because my kids and all that having to deal with them this morning. So I got a little more in depth, and I will have it out the next day here in 1080p hopefully, and then 4K should be coming out just shortly after. And keep an eye open, and I will have the rest a very in-depth look in the coming weeks here for sure. So within a couple weeks. So just a quick update here too. There is this John Deere Gator that we got with this last update here as well. And you can add a 3-point hitch to that, and you can also attach the soil sample machine on the back as well. So just wanted to throw that in there quick. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see more content like this, or if there's anything else you guys want to know, want me to do a test on, let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys have a wonderful time and enjoy the precision farming mod. Love you, bye.